Pretty, isn't it? Perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
Hello everyone and welcome to Action RPG. I'm your host Aaron, and for today's video we're headed to the world of Last Epoch once again. And what do I have for you today? The survey results are in, and I gotta tell you, going over this with the community, we are very happy with the direction they're going. It will all make sense. Now, as you can see above my head, the timer is still ticking. Today is day 22 of the Subathon. And if you did not know this, we have been going all the way since 1.0 Last Epoch launch. We're at like 560, 570 hours of streaming. Now, I will be taking a break, okay? Tomorrow I leave on vacation. I can't believe the Subathon has reached my vacation date. That being said, the Subathon is gonna hit the road. I'm going to be going to a beach house for a few days. I'm going to be going to Las Vegas for a few days, and I have my entire mobile studio set up. So that does not mean I'm going to be streaming every single second like I'm doing for the Subathon, but you will see me go live during my vacation just to check in and show everybody what I'm doing. First link in the description if you want to check out my Twitch. All right, let's get into the mid-cycle balance survey recap. Hello, travelers! In between attempting to save the citizens of Eterra and eradicating them, almost 70,000 of you have joined us in making your voices heard for the mid-cycle balance changes. Now, I was discussing this with my community that 70,000 is a huge number. Remember, prior to 1.0, the largest concurrent player count was 40,000 at 090 multiplayer last year. You were talking almost double the highest concurrent player count came to fill out this survey, which is absolutely awesome. Now, I'm gonna be showing off a lot of infographics. Obviously, there's tons of paragraphs and info here, but really we're just gonna go through the infographics and I will explain. So here's the big recap points. 74.3% want OP skills and items fixed. 86.5% want to be notified prior to nerfing OP builds. 71.9% disagree with nerfing skills or items that are OP if it's not due to a bug, and almost over 69,000 participants. Thank you for making your voices heard. So here is the actual scale. 1 is strongly disagree, 5 is strongly agree. All right, so just know those, everything in the middle, it's the same. First one, overperforming bugs. An overwhelming majority of people, this was my vote, voted a 5. If it is a bug, fix it. If it is not intended, fix it. 55%. And if you look at, I mean, you could really add another 18, 19% to that because 4 and 5 are both agree. Just strongly agree and agree. Mildly overperforming bugs. Now, this one definitely tightens up, right? 18, 14, 19, 18, and 28, but still, the majority of people want bugs fixed, whether they are mildly overperforming or highly overperforming. And again, both of mine here, I voted a 5. Overperforming balance. So now we're talking about interactions. The skill, the item, it's overtuned just a little bit. And on here, I voted a 1. I think if it's, hey, I have found an awesome interaction that no one's ever seen, and I'm crushing it, you could fix it on the next cycle. If it's not a bug, if it's intended, like that's what's so fun about action RPGs, is trying to break the game, but not through bugs. So I'm happy with this one right here as well. Moving on, mildly overperforming balance. Mildly overperforming balance, literally the same thing. Don't touch it, 52.5%. I also voted a 1 here as well. So this is perfect. Both sides of the spectrum, it's great. If it's a bug, fix it. If it's not a bug, leave it alone. Moving over to leaderboard reset. During a cycle, a full reset of leaderboard should be done when builds or items are nerfed that are highly overperforming as a result of a bug fix or balance change. So on here, I voted a 1. I don't like the idea of leaderboards getting reset or touched or people getting pulled off. But on here, it was neutral. I don't know. So 30% was I don't know. And the next highest was, yeah, reset the damn leaderboard. So This one's kind of interesting. Partial reset of the leaderboard. Now, this is basically, hey, you had 100,000 ward the whole time. That's why you're number one. And we're just taking you off the leaderboard. That's what this question is asking. Partial entries taken off. I also voted a 1. I don't like people getting pulled off the leaderboard. 26% were neutral. 33 said yank them off. Notifications via public post. This one, no surprise here. An overwhelming majority of people want more information. Of course they do. 73%, yes. Tell us things. And this is something that this survey alone shows how far ahead EHG is when it comes to communication. It's kind of one of their, it's what sets them apart, right? Hey, not only are we going to survey the people because we care about what you think, we're also not going to keep you in the shadows. We will frickin' post the results of the survey. And then this is really going to shock you. We will actually make a change based upon your thoughts. I know. It seems unbelievable. I know. Here's the conclusion, and we had a good laugh about this. Oh, I really like this. In conclusion, this round of discourse of the community has resulted in some great changes to our stances that we're quite happy with. The two big changes here being, we will release fixes mid-cycle for bugs which result in an item, skill, or build highly overperforming. And I just want to go out on a limb and say this really quick. It shouldn't have to be highly performing. I get what they're saying. Hey, this bug is literally killing the cycle and the leaderboard. We're going to fix it. I think what this survey says is, EHG, you have the green light at any point to fix bugs throughout the entire cycle, from low-hanging fruit all the way up to the builds that are crushing the leaderboards. You have the green light. Fix as many bugs as humanly possible. And this second one is awesome. We will add leaderboard functionality displaying which specific patch or time span an entry happened during. Okay, so what are they doing to the leaderboards? I love this. I love this. I was laughing about this. Basically, if you use something that was bugged, some people might use the word cheated. Some people might use other words. If you used a build and climbed up the leaderboard, you are now going to have a timestamp next to your name that shows when your entry went in. I actually think this is a genius deterrent, because it's like, oh, look at that person, he's number one. Yeah, but he cheated. Look at the timestamp. He was using the build that doesn't, that was using that bug. This is now a public display of what you did. That's pretty smart. I'm not saying everybody agrees with it. I'm not saying it's a final solution, but as a, hey, we're going to add this functionality in that shows everybody when their timestamp is, I think it's a good idea. I think it's a good idea. Once again, we'd like to thank everyone for their involvement in Last Epoch and taking the time to make your voices heard. It's with all your feedback we've made Last Epoch as great as it is, and it's only going to continue to work with the community and listening to the feedback that will continue to improve. Until next time, may RNG be with you, travelers. So there you go. You now know what is happening. Moving forward, all bugs will be fixed, including highly tuned ones. When it comes to balancing non-bugs, it looks like that's going to stay. And then when it comes to the leaderboard, you're going to have a timestamp of when your entry went in. That's the video. 2 asks at the end. Ask number 1, hoping today is the day I have earned your subscription. I'm hoping today is the day you make the decision to push that little red button. I would really appreciate it, but of course, only if you think I've earned it. And if I haven't earned it, I'm going to work harder for you. And honestly, throughout this subathon going 22 days, like the overwhelming support on Twitch and YouTube, I just cannot say thank you enough. We started the subathon 22 days ago. I was at 49,000 subscribers on YouTube. As of today, we're getting close to 63,000. The support has just been overwhelming. So just thank you all so much. As number 2, the best way to support is Patreon. We're going to do movie night. We do game nights every month. You get access to exclusive content, including a lot of content that's going to go up during this vacation. You get access to the VIP lounge. It is the best way to support. Second link in the description. I'm done. This is my final video before vacation, but again, I've got my mobile studio with me, so maybe I'm going to try and make something while I'm on the go. Hopefully you were entertained or at least learned something. Aaron, out.